Bruchim haboim. Welcome everyone. We're about to begin Be'ezras Hashem together on Daf Kuf Ches Amud Beis, the last line on the Amud. The Gemara continues to discuss the Daled Koisos. Again, each Kois, as we shown him explain, corresponds to another Lashon of Geula. V'hoitzeisi, v'hitzalti, v'go'alti, v'lokachti. As we drink these different Koisos, we're going to then exhibit and demonstrate that we're B'nei Chorin. Says the Gemara, Ton Rabon Chakol Chayovin Ba'arba Koisos Halalu Echad Anoshim Ve'echad Noshim Ve'echad Tinoikos. Everybody's obligated in drinking the Daled Koisos. Om Rabbi Yehuda V'chimat Ho'eles Yesh LeTinoikos B'yayin. How can you mechayev Tinoikos, children who are bar chinuch, to drink wine? Hare, wine is something that is not something enjoyable to them, and therefore how can they be chayev as B'nei Chorin? It's not a demonstration of B'nei Chorin for somebody like a child who doesn't drink wine. Says the Gemara, Ele mechalkin lohen kloyos ve'egozim be'erev Pesach kedei shelo yishnu v'shalu. Rather, instead give them migmechalik them nuts and roasted grain on the night of Pesach, so that they should then not sleep and they should come to ask questions. It'll encourage them. Nowadays, it's candy and other chocolates and things. Says the Gemara, Daf Kuf Tes Amud Aleph, the second line, Omru Alov al Rabbi Akiva. The Gemara recounts about Rabbi Akiva, Shahaya Mechalik Kloyis ve'egozim l'tinoikos be'erev Pesach k'dei leishno v'yishalu. He had the minhag indeed to mechalik walnuts and roasted grain in order to keep the children interested. They shouldn't sleep. They come ask questions as well. Tanya, the Brisa says, Rabbi Eliezer Oimer, Choitfim matzos belele Psachim b'shvir shitnoike shelo yishnu. Grab the matzos. Different explanation. What does it mean, grabbing the matzos? Some explain it to mean grabbing matzos is you pick up the ka'ara, and that is a way which has the matzah on it as well. That's in order for the children to ask, and you remove the ka'ara. Others explain it to mean that you eat quickly so that they're able to stay up. A third explanation, that's the common minhag for the afikoimen, is that you grab the matzos, in other words, the afikoimen, so that they should be put aside, and the children should try to guess where it is located to keep them interested. And many have the meaning, of course, to give a pras to the children afterwards. The Gemara brings another Brisa Tanya, another Hanhaga that Rabbi Akiva had. Omru alav of Rabbi Akiva, this time on Erev Pesach. Miyamov loy omar higia es la'amoid bebeis hamedrash. Never did Rabbi Akiva want to then take people out of the Beis HaMedrash. So the time never came for them to get them to stand up and leave the Beis HaMedrash. Chutz mi'arvei Psachim ve'erev Yom HaKippurim, with the exception of Erev Pesach and Erev Yom Kippur. Why? Says the Gemara, Be'erev Pesach b'shvil tinoikos kedei shelo yishnu ba'erev. Shelo yishnu. The minhag that Rabbi Akiva had was to then have those who are learning to leave the Beis HaMedrash early on Erev Pesach, so that they go ahead and put their children to sleep, whereby their children can then be focused and have energy for the night of Leil HaSeder. Ve'erev Yom HaKippurim kedei sheyachilu es b'neihem. He also had them leave the Beis HaMedrash a little bit earlier on Erev Yom HaKippurim, because since there's a special mitzvah to eat on Erev Yom HaKippurim for various reasons, thereby he wanted them to feed his children. Each one should feed his children and have a special seuda on Erev Yom HaKippurim. Ton Rabban, the Gemara brings the following brisa in regards to Simchas Yom Tiv. Chayiv Adam lesameach banav ubnei beisoy baregel. A man is obligated not only for his own Simchas Hachag, but to mesameach his wife and his children. They should also have the mitzvah. They also fulfill the mitzvah of Simcha on Yom Tiv. Shneimar says, "V'samachta b'chag," you shall rejoice in your Chag. B'meh mesamchem. Ask the Brisa, in what way do they rejoice? Gemara says, "B'yayin." That's referring to wine. In other words, men drink wine. Rabbi Yehuda Oimer, "Anoshim beroi lahem, v'noshim beroi lahem." It depends. Men drink wine, and that will then misameach them. That will cause them to rejoice. Women are not going to be drinking wine to rejoice. So what is the way to be misameach them and fulfill the mitzvah of hamachta b'chagecho? Anoshim beroi lahem b'yayim, v'noshim b'mai. In what way do we then cause joy for women during the regel? Tani Rav Yosef, beBavel, bebigdei tzivoinin, beEretz Yisrael, bebigdei pishton migu hotzin. The minog and the style in Bavel was to wear colored garments, and they would have new garments for them. And women that lived in Eretz Yisrael would wear white flax that was pressed. That was their style. Al kol panim, women enjoy new clothes, and therefore it's a kiyum of simchas hachag. Children, of course, according to their needs, and therefore candies and such, or different things that children enjoy, that itself would be considered simchas hachag, different tiyulim or whatever. Tanya, it states in the Brayso, Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira Oimer, Bisman shebeis hamikdosh kayom ein simcha ela bebasar. The time that we had a beis hamikdosh, we'd be able to eat basar shlomim, and that would bring simcha. That was a way to fulfill the mitzvah of samachta b'chagecha. Shneimar says in the pasuk, v'zovachta shlomim, and you shall slaughter the shlomim korbanos, v'achalta sham, and you shall eat them there. V'somachta lifnei Hashem Elokecha. So here we have, when it comes to Yantav also, we bring the shlomim, and we're to then rejoice by eating the korban shlomim meat. That's when we had Beis HaMikdash. Ve'achshav she'ein Beis HaMikdash kayom, ein simcha ela b'yayin. Simcha is only with wine. Shneimar, it states, v'yayin yisamach levav enosh.